What happens when you let enfant terrible, now just terrible, Daniel Nardicio off his leash to say and do whatever he wants? The man who has offended everyone is back.
Along with my brother from another mother, Adam Klesch, we're back with our latest creation, Trigger Warning, a podcast that is not for the faint of heart.
Prepare to be offended, enlightened, and highly entertained.
Trigger Warning is not a safe space podcast, but answers the questions no one wants to ask. Serves steep in vodka and a dash of bitter.
Each week, we'll bring you the highest and lowest in NYC nightlife.
So buckle up. You've been warned.
Was a fucking marathon.
Yeah.
My body is feeling it.
Oh, I'm excited to sit on a plane for 8 hours.
I know. Jesus, I envy you because I have to get up in the morning and do all this over again. We're recording,
We're
aren't we?
recording. Yeah.
All right, so we're live at Zip 66, a new restaurant in Zipolite.
Numero uno.
And yeah, this was the opening night. It was really intense. Getting it here
It was
to
an
where
intense
we are.
lead up.
It was so intense. Yeah. You know, it's the thing that I always say that, like, you know, Lorne Michaels, I did this show. God, I feel like I'm always name dropping, so I'm going to try not to. But
That's right. My back's too tired to bend over and pick it up.
oh no, God, I'm sorry. But you know, when I was working with Lorne Michaels, when Lorne Michaels, we did this thing. What was it called? I can't remember now. We did this thing on Audible together. It was
The Great White Heist.
The Great White Heist. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
But a bunch of lesbians breaking into a sperm bank.
It was such a great idea that got fucked up by Adam Goldberg, the guy who wrote it. I thought it was a really good, simple concept. A group of lesbians rob a sperm bank. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Simple. That's the best films are, you know, Ocean's 11. 8 guys go to break into or whatever. Or 11 guys, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Go to break into.
I think that's the 11 part of the title.
Yeah, fuck you.
Where's
anyway.
this going, by the way, on opening night?
I should have written that. No, my point was Adam Goldberg, who was a fucking dick to me, totally. But they were all like that because you know what the thing was is everyone was jealous that I was friends with Alan, and so they were always trying to get closer to him, and so they were always like shitty to me. Not all of them, but a lot of them were. And Adam was one of those people. But anyway, Great Way Heist was this great idea that was on Audible. I loved the concept. You know, a group of militant lesbians rob a sperm bank. Boom. That's all you need.
All you need.
Make it. Then all of a sudden it became like, and then they want to build the Isle of Lesbos or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it became like this whole thing that became too much. And I was like, no, the idea is simple. Keep it simple. Anyway, you know what they say in AA, your former cult. Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we did here, though, right? That's what we did at Zip 66.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my life. No, I'm kidding. I'm talking about me. No, it was anyway. Lorne Michaels said this really great thing. I'm sorry, we're going to get to it.
Yeah. In a roundabout way, we're getting there.
We got there. Yeah, I didn't have a meeting with Lorne.
I love that you're painting a picture. Yeah.
I'm painting a picture. Picture this: Los Angeles, 2020. I flew to Los Angeles with Alan. We go to Lorne Michaels' offices, in
like a tower, right?
In like a tower, awful tower, a lot of glass and stuff like that. Only to get on a phone conversation with Lorne Michaels, who I'm assuming was in New York. But whatever, I'm fine with that. I would fly to Alaska.
Yeah,
I
if you're
would
meeting with
swim
Lorne
to
Michaels.
Alaska. Yeah, and then he was on the phone. And so we did the Zoom call. And of course, you know, obviously, he's not interested in me. He's interested in Alan. I mean, I get that. I'm not stupid. Yeah. But he was like, oh, you know.
You're the 6 dating at 10.
He's great. So anyway, long story short.
Too late.
Way too long for that.
Way too late.
Just short story long. Lorne Michaels, the greatest quote I've ever heard about what we...
Wait, I'm sorry. Who's this story about again?
I'm getting there.
It's about Lorne Michaels?
The plane's about to land. The greatest... quote I've ever heard about what we do.
The greatest thing
was
you'll ever learn.
This is about to be profound. You're going to fuck it up with this.
All right.
With your sad, dulcet tones, your menthol cool stylings. Lorne Michaels said, we don't open on Saturday night at 11:30 because we're ready. We open on Saturday night at 11:30 because it's Saturday night at 11:30.
There it is.
And
that is profound.
It is profound.
Profound.
And the point is, We opened tonight because we said we were going to open tonight. We were not ready necessarily, but we did it.
I apologize for trying to herd your narrative cattle.
God, it was so good. It was such a good storyline. You fucked it up.
Well, that's what I do. It's like how I fucked this place up today.
By the way, the background noise is people cleaning around us, which I'm really thankful for because I can't move a muscle. Anyway,
But doesn't it look great in here?
We did. We opened a restaurant. I never wanted to open a restaurant. I never thought I'd open a restaurant.
Food forever.
The food was great tonight.
The food was incredible.
And we're going to talk to Brent in a minute. He's here. He's shaking his head yes, because the food was great.
The food was incredible.
So anyway,
I mean, everyone was incredible. The entire staff was great.
But you know what was really good tonight was the meat, and the meat I'm about to talk about was
slick.
Was penis painter.
Thick.
So this guy I've known for a decade probably. We've done shows in New York City. We've done them on Fire Island. We've done New Orleans and now Mexico, which is really crazy to think about it when you think about your length of working with different people. I've worked with Dirty Martini a lot. I've worked with Cho, a few different people a lot. Not everyone.
Patti LuPone.
Well, I've only worked with Patti LuPone in New York, but I love saying her name Patti, if you're listening. She's not listening.
You know she is.
Patti LuPone would never listen to this.
I
I
think
can't
she
imagine someone like Patti LuPone being like, I'm going to listen to Daniel's podcast about gay life with his brother that I've met and thought was gorgeous.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I love that favorite. That's my favorite part of the story.
You've said it before in here, have you?
Once or twice I've said it.
Patti LuPone said that you were really good looking, and she's about to come back to Fire Island, I think.
She literally stopped herself mid-sentence and went, my God, you're gorgeous.
I know.
And I was like, oh, this little fag can die.
That was before the cataract surgery, right? I love her.
Before I had my hair lip taken care of.
I love that woman so much. I can't wait. By the way, she's in the newest Palm Royale.
Palm
And I sent you
Royale,
that
yeah.
Her doing that fucking yodeling. First of all, the bitch can do anything. She yodels.
She yodels.
And yodeling is hard. I yodeled.
Wait. She plays the tuba too. Remember when she did Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, no, totally. She did with Michael. Yeah. I've slept in a room with you. I know that you also play the tuba.
Beethoven's Ninth. Stupid.
Patti is incredible, but
let's not make him wait anymore.
No, let's make him wait for a minute longer because I had to wait for him fucking get hard. If I had to wait for him to get hard, he can wait for me to get hard.
I had to wait for him to find his keys.
Oh my God, that story last night. He fucking worked my last nerve.
Came in hot.
So anyway,
but we love him.
So anyway, the point is, we worked with a bunch of different people. This guy is someone I've worked with consistently, and it's random that we're here in Mexico with him, and especially in a nudist place for a guy who just can't keep his clothes on,
and not in the Tulums or the Mexico City. We're in Zipolite. It's a town of 1,000.
Exactly.
We're giving it.
It's like a town of 1,000 people personalities played by like 100 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so we're here tonight with the penis painter extraordinaire.
As you say, the Picasso.
The Picasso. He told me that someone else actually called that monikers for someone else. I used to say Bianca Del Rio was the mouth of the South, and she told me you can't say that because someone else has co-opted it. So I'm going to just say that he's my daddy's little paintbrush. I like this guy. He's a sweetheart. Let's bring him to the microphone. Brent Ray Fraser.
Hey.
Was it hard to sit through all that?
No, not at all. There was a lot of other harder things that I've been up to tonight. And just for the record, Picasso, Dick Van Gogh, the man with the dick. I've been called a lot of times the man with the dick or the painter guy.
What fascinates me about you is everyone's obsessed when they hear that you're going to perform about your dick, and no one is ever disappointed. I've spent many a night with Adam at naked bars, and they're 90% of the time disappointed. You never disappoint. I was sitting with somebody who goes, I've seen him, and I've seen I was just kidding, Adam. You're always a 10.
In certain circles. I'm a 10.
You never disappoint. The guy, the French guy that was next to me, he's like, oh my God, I've seen the videos, but it's better than ever. Your cock is beautiful.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Brent, we want to talk to you about what the fuck? How did you do this?
Yeah. Right off the bat.
Because you're not the only one, but they're only a couple, right? You're the only hot one. You're the only hot one.
You know what? I know of one other guy in the world that paints, and he's on the other side of the planet, and he lives in Australia, and he's in his 70s.
And he has a micro penis.
And he has a micro penis, and he
So he does
wears pink
pointillism.
Yeah, pointillism. Well, actually, I do the pointillism just with the tip there. He does more of a caricature style, but I like to do a more well-rounded type of penis art that encompasses a wide variety of art techniques, including abstract painting to pointillism, to a broad
strokes. Yeah.
And,
We knew that was coming.
and so on and so forth. But I also paint with my testicles, my asshole, and pretty much my own entire body. I try and do it all, make mom proud.
So you get really into it when I've seen you perform in many places over the years. You seem to get into it. You're obviously an exhibitionist, but the question I think that I want to know is it a turn on?
You know what I mean? There's more pain than pleasure, let's just say, but the pleasure comes in the form of the art that's created, and it brings me great joy. But it's painful, and there's
Really?
It's really rough on the head of his
It's
dick.
rough, and if you don't have the technique and the expertise that I have, you can do a lot of damage to your
You can
body.
tear shit.
You tear shit. There's been blood in a lot of my paintings.
Wow.
I've retired 4 times because of I'm scared whether I'm going to be doing some permanent damage to my dick. And I like my dick, so
Yeah. Well, should you? You'll be remembered.
But there's techniques that I do, including spitting and this type of stuff to help lubricate the tip so that there's not a lot of wear and tear, so to speak. Imagine taking your finger and rubbing it across sandpaper, and then you see what happens there. Well, and I'm not really a masochistic type of person, but I guess I am because I keep doing it. And
So, I mean, did you started as a painter and then somehow there was a progression
You're a
to
serious
your
painter,
dick?
by the way.
yeah, I
We
come
should
from
people know
I
that.
come from a long line of artists. My mother, my grandmother, all the way back to Thomas Gainsborough, who painted the Blue Boy. He's a
Really?
descendant of my mother's side, my grandfather's side. Not that not that the penis was a part of the brushwork back then. But,
Do we know that?
You never know. I mean, a lot of artists in history have done stuff in the sexual manner, but I like to take things to the next level. But I've been painting and making art since I can remember. I started painting when I was 3 years old with my fingertips in kindergarten, even preschool actually before that. And I can still remember the paintings I made back then, and every single one since then I can remember them all.
So your brain just works as an artist. That's what it is.
Yeah, and you know what? I started painting with my penis when I was probably about 19, and I started putting paint on my penis, and it was more. It wasn't really a perverted thing. It was more of an exploratory a way of expressing myself. I was in my foundation year at Art University in Vancouver.
It's Freudian almost, isn't it?
I think about it till this day. What led me to continue to do this. But you know what? It all boils down to the fact that I took art for granted, and I could always do it, and I become bored very easily. And I also grew up very shy, very introverted. And I kind of owe it all to being that shy boy who would just not let people watch him draw. And people used to watch me draw all the time. And I was very shy letting people watch me make art, which is still...
No longer the case.
Yeah, no longer the case. Now it really it just really inspires the hell out of me. And I have become somewhat of an exhibitionist, yes.
Somewhat?
But I don't consider myself an exhibitionist because when I get off stage...
No, I wouldn't use a big bad word like
I mean, we're here at like one of the only nude beaches in Mexico, and
The only legal one.
I'm walking around with my shorts on and being invited to these orgies down at the end of the beach there and wondering, should I go down there or not? But I probably will,
Attaboy.
Probably will.
Attaboy. Yeah, go see sunset over at Playa del Mar.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah, he's working though. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
We're working
I'm
him.
working, yeah.
That's Sunday, but you've been conflicted throughout the years, right?
Conflict, and how do you mean?
Well, because you said you retired a few times.
Yeah, you know what? There's a guilt that weighs on my shoulder, and it still does. A little bit of guilt. You know, I went to art school, and I glorified, and the heroes to me are these, you know, Michelangelo, all these famous artists, Jackson Pollock, who didn't even paint with a brush. He started painting with sticks and dripping work, and even, you know, these guys inspire the hell out of me to the point where I use my dick as a stick, and I just am dripping other things than paint onto the canvas. But I feel like I'm paying an homage to these heroes of mine. But in the back of my mind, I have a talent to paint with a brush, and I can draw very well, and I've always been able to do it. And if you don't focus on the thing if you don't focus on something, you don't become a master at it. But at the same time, art is a means to is a form of expression, and I'm quite bored with painting with a brush and drawing with a pencil. And painting with my penis not only sexualizes the work, it's a challenge for me. And I mean, it wasn't very challenging tonight because it turned out amazing. Turned out
that's
that Spanish raging bull there,
It's so
painted
good.
with the tip there. And the portrait I painted tonight turned out even better than I expected. But I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm very confident in my work. And yeah, I don't know. Art has been taking me around the world. And how can you say no to something that's so popular and makes people scratch their heads or makes their jaws drop? It's art, and that's a beautiful thing.
So you're happy with where your career has gone?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it led me onto some amazing stages and in front of some very influential people, and is actually, it inspires me to see what I can do with my left nut and my right nut, and you know. And I don't recommend painting with your balls, for one thing. That the skin down there it seems a little bit more sensitive than the tip of your dick.
Take that in advisement, listeners. Don't paint with your balls.
No.
Yeah.
It's something I never thought I'd ever have.
Well, I mean, go ahead, paint with your balls, but just heed the warning.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I don't want to tell anybody not to do anything, but sometimes the kid's got to put his hand to the stove to realize what hot is.
Exactly. It's a good
Paint
point.
away, my little Michelangelos. Slap your balls.
I'll tell you one thing.
sandpaper
If you want to
canvas.
try something very challenging, try and paint with your sphincter, okay? You got to spread those cheeks. And there is a way of doing it. There is a way of doing it.
I just see a bunch of like butterfly kisses on a canvas.
Oh, you've done that. You did the wall of my apartment in Chelsea.
Yeah, that's with the bum cheeks. I'm
Oh, those
talking
are bum
about
cheeks. He's
right
talking
in
about the
between
No,
there
you
on
kind
the-
of.
He said anus, babes.
No, there was. Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
No, it's mortar. It's brick mortar.
There might be a little bit of the lip on there.
It was a cute. It was. It was a moment. I remember.
little
I
peck.
have the video. You walked upstairs. I had a duplex at the time, and he walked up the stairs and came up and just planted my wall with a kiss. And I put a little frame around it. It was very cute.
It is adorable. I've seen
it's-
it. I sleep next to it. Well, I used to sleep next to it.
Yeah, totally. Brent, I just think what you do is amazing, and I think that it's a tough world what you do, because you are an artist, but because you sexualize it, people probably demean it, or you feel like that because you're Canadian and you're a good guy, and like good guys and Canadians are good people. There's a lot of judgment, no?
I'll tell you, before I started painting with my penis, or when I started painting with my penis, up until that point, I was having art shows, you know, and having work, you know, abstract shows and landscape shows and things I put a lot of work into. And I even had an art agent who would help me find galleries, doing live performances. And then I just decided to start incorporating doing these like live strip shows where I would do a little strip show and do some penis painting at the same time as showing like brush painted works. And my agent at the time was like, you know, you're not going to get taken seriously for doing this. You need to stop doing this. Don't do it.
And you're like, fuck you. It makes me happy.
I mean, you know, there was that struggle there for quite some time, thinking, you know, am I tarnishing my reputation here?
Right,
like,
right.
I hate when closed-minded people make talented people doubt themselves.
true.
I fired her, and
Good for you.
and she's not my friend anymore. And
Fuck you, Becky,
I won't say her name, but
Angela, Jolene. Fuck you.
but I continued on, and I feel like I have a good intuition for where I should be going, what my path is in life, and the doors just kept opening up for me along the way. The more strokes I made, so to speak, and
What a wonderful, magical feeling to
You
just be
know-
like, I'm on the right path. I
you
got
know
it.
what?
I'm doing what I want to do.
There was a time, and my dad and my parents are my biggest supporters, and we sit
Really?
around the dinner table.
They've seen the
and
show?
My nieces and my nephews, they go, they're teenagers now, but at the
Yeah, they
time,
have YouTube.
but they, I'm sure that we don't talk so much about it now, but back in the day, they would go to school and they would meet up with their teachers. And, oh, my Uncle Brent, he paints with his penis, and which put a smile on my face. And, I feel like,
And then there's a PTA meeting. No, you're in Canada. You people are cool.
Yeah.
In the United States, there'd be lawsuits flinging around.
But my dad for the longest time would tell me, you need to get a real job, Brent. You need to get a real job. And, because my dad, he's a successful businessman, and he taught me about the business side of things, and he helped me along the way, either helping with resumes or, just putting together promotional material or helping with my taxes, like this type of stuff. But then there came a part where, in life, where I started to become successful doing it and traveling, and they stopped telling me to get a real job, and they just started telling all their friends, like, hey, Brent, he paints with his penis, and he's off doing his thing, painting with his family jewels or however, and they're pretty conservative people, my
There's
parents.
twigs and berries.
And God bless them, but I talked with them every day, and they know exactly where I am and what I'm doing. And
That's so wonderful, though.
it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing.
So if you had a choice right now, and you were like, I'm gonna, because we're around similar age. We're not the same age, but we're the similar age in the age range. You kind of look and go, I'm starting to think about like what my career. Well, now actually, Zipolite is my next act.
Yeah.
Do you think about what? Because it's one of those things. It's unsustainable long term, right? I mean, I don't want to be a downer. I'm just saying, like,
No, I mean, I always joke with people until
then again, it isn't, because the guy in Australia is 70, right?
well, 70,
and you look great, by the way. I don't
I
mean that.
appreciate
as-
that.
Carrying
I
around
mean-
a nail file, 70 in Australia, just this like sandpaper-ridden member.
he's got a moose knuckle for
He's doing Jackson Pollocks with like 30,000 slaps. It's just this worn-out, calloused stick.
My body is my tool, and I joke about it, telling people like I'm going to be painting with my penis until I'm over 100. But I even say, but by that time my balls will be so long, I'll be painting with them more so. But I take care of
Like those
myself.
pendulum swing paints, like with
the
those
pendulum.
Instagram kids that just tie the paint can up and let it whip. You'll just do that with your balls.
Just teabagging away. Yeah.
I like your future, bro.
I do see myself doing this until I'm old and gray and teeth falling out. Artists, they never retire. I don't. Retirement is nothing in my portfolio here. I plan on doing it until, like I said, they're hitting the ground.
I love that true statement. Artists never retire.
Well, I'm excited because we actually have video that's going to accompany this podcast. I have a few videos that we can actually post.
Yeah, on our Patreon.
On our Patreon of this, because it was a really good
I
show.
don't even know if
tonight.
we have a Patreon. But Josh, our producer, is amazing. I'm sure he's got one.
Yeah, no, totally. Brent never disappoints. I have to say, if you can see Brent somewhere, you're doing stuff now with the box, right?
I work with the box. I come to New York 2-3 times a year. Yeah, but I work with several productions in New York. But
Do you work in Canada? There's a
you know
market
what?
for it?
I work with a convention that travels across Canada to every province, and I've been working with them for 15 years. And
Oh,
that's
nice.
pretty much the only thing that I do in Canada, aside from doing the odd gay bar or ladies' night, which I've been doing for over 20 years, entertaining. People just doing strip shows with my dick, but
My
with
friends
penis.
and I call that tab cash.
Tab guy.
Like when you just work a gig and it's going to pay you, $500
You know
or
what?
whatever.
And
but it's your bar tab. You're like,
they-
fine. I went out and I had
They
a good
keep
time.
asking me to do it, and I don't even do it for the money anymore. I do it because they keep asking me. And the guys I'm working with, they're like 19, 20, and here I'm 46-year-old stripper, Definitely not washed up, but washing up afterwards. Yeah.
Well, it was such a fucking pleasure to have you on our opening night and to have you on the podcast. I really appreciate your art, your commitment, the fun you gave our crowd, and for staying late and doing our podcast. Thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow night because now I'm well greased and well warmed up, and
you get the vibe here.
I got the vibe.
It's like I said to you before. This is more about like we've done the things that were bigger and this, that, whatever, or Club Coming, where you're going to get your name mentioned on Kimmel or whatever. But this is more about like we're doing this thing in this new town. My friends that were at the table were like, I've never seen anything like that here. This is new for everyone here.
I mean, the one thing that I like to say yes to pretty much anything. If someone's going to invite me out somewhere, I'll say yes to it. And especially if it means that I get to show somebody something that they've never seen before. And my dad always told me many years ago, and I still say it to this day. He said, "Wherever you go, Brent, make sure that you leave the audience in shock and awe. You leave them, you make an impression, and you move on." And you get the money.
Well, I think it's safe to say you did that tonight.
Yeah, Adam, you experience that a lot too because every time you sleep with someone, there's
shock
and awe. Yeah, shock that they did it, and awe that they
shocked that they ended up there, and
that awe that they didn't have to pay for it, but they paid in the long run. Brent, I love you. You're a good guy. I appreciate you doing this podcast. I appreciate you coming down here to Ziplite.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, "You want to do this show?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And
Amazing.
I was like, I didn't even really know where we were going to put him. I was like, I just want to have him down here. I think it'd be really fun. I knew that Jean-Francois, who owns Orale, our breakfast restaurant, I said, Jean-Francois, I'm thinking about bringing this guy down. He's Canadian. And Jean-Francois is French-Canadian. He was like, oh my God, this sounds really great. He got all excited. He was over there. And you did that portrait of him was so good.
Yeah, it was really
he
good.
was really excited. He came tonight, got here early. He's such a good guy. And I like that feeling when people are excited about it. And I really appreciate you doing that for him and for me and for, in this new environment. And now you have tomorrow night's show and Sunday night to run around fucking Zipolite, which is
go
the
to the
most amazing
orgy and
place.
play more.
I've never even heard of Zipolite before, it was a big question mark that was sitting behind this coming. But I love you, Daniel, and it's a pleasure to be here.
He's all right.
It was awesome.
It's an amazing town. Get ready. Awesome. If you haven't experienced a lot of it yet, you will. Tomorrow, go have fun.
It's just marvelous.
This town is really great. It's not a lot to do, but that's what I love about it. It's like you can do nothing, and it's just a beautiful town. Yeah.
I might take my pants off at the beach tomorrow.
I think you
boy.
Totally.
By
By the way,
take a
you have
quick
like
break.
10 queens that were here tonight that were like, I'm going to take him out tomorrow. Literally, they're like, I can take him out tomorrow. I was like,
there was that one kid in the green in the corner that was just like,
my favorite is
I think he's enjoying the show.
My favorite is my friend Thomas, who's the French guy, one of the French guys here tonight. He was like, my painting, the penis painting is smashed. I said, because he held it against you. You were trying to lick the tip of his cock.
He did. He licked the tip.
Yeah. He was trying to get it so badly that he pushed it against his chest. Most people, Brent's like, push it. And they're like, this guy was like,
I'll tell you one thing. When people do that, it fucking hurts, man. I mean,
does it really?
It hurts.
Yeah.
There's already a lot of pressure going on down there. And he's like, most people, they like to crush it.
Adam, you remember what it was like when you actually felt something
when I could
down
feel
there?
pressure down there. Now I'm just like, oh, look, I'm hard.
All right, you guys. Thanks for listening.
We're
Thanks,
going to take
Brent.
a break.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a little bit with Trigger Warning.
And you know what? I never leave home without leaving at home? My Clone Willy.
I love Clone Willy. They've been a lifesaver. They've sponsored the Underwear Party now, I think probably 10 years. They always send me a box of them. I always love to give them out. Clone Willy you can literally make the exact replica of your cock.
When substitution and imitation won't do.
But seriously, contact Clone Willy. Go to clonawilly.com. Use the code Trigger Warning for, I don't know, some money off, I'm assuming.
Got 10 inches? We got 10% off. Trigger Warning at Clone Willy. You're back listening to Trigger Warning. It is opening night at the Zip 66 Diner. That was Brent Ray Fraser, who did an incredible show. Daniel is ready to go to bed.
That was hard. I was on my fucking hands and knees today, scrubbing this floor.
Cinderella.
It was intense. But I have to say, that fucking painting of the bull that he did is going to look so good.
It's going to look so good on the wall. I love that you screamed at me all day about him needing the ladder, and he didn't touch that fucking thing once.
I know. That's always.
You told me at like noon to 5. You're like, Brent needs that ladder inside. I was like,
what's that thing they say? If a banana's on stage and they don't use it, it's absurdism. If they do use it, it's comedy. If there's like 3 things. I can't remember what it is. That's like that. It was like,
I like the absurdism where it's just in the corner and they just ignore it the whole time.
The problem was it looked like we didn't use it, and then it looked like we didn't put it away.
Well, what I will say is, you know what it looks like? It looks like an artist's studio. It looks like you're in an artist's loft, and there's just a ladder next to the paint bucket.
But I would not have left a ladder next to the stage. It looked like we weren't finished, which, in fact, we were not finished.
How dare you? I think the place is gorgeous.
We did a good job with we did a lot with the light that we had, as I like to say.
Yeah.
But it was a tough. This was a tough bird.
Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow?
Waking up in the morning, come back here.
You gonna open up? You gonna be the fry cook?
I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
You gonna make
morning.
pancakes? I'm gonna come in for pancakes.
Oh yeah, please. I'm gonna make pancakes. My ass.
I have to pack. I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, please. You have to pack what? You have a dance belt and a tube of chapstick. You have to pack it. No, I don't want that.
No, you don't. Okay.
No, it's basically you have to pack your cyclovir and
I've got my acyclovir, my Descovy.
I love that you corrected my pronunciation of is cyclovir. I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't know your herpes medication. I'm sorry.
Valacyclovir.
I'm sorry. I don't know all of your herpes medication.
I pick it up with my prep.
Do you have herpes?
I have what's known as herpes simplex 1, so I get like cold sores on my lip. But if you take that like every other day, you don't get them. That's great.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Well, you get them from stress, and I live my life with you, so
I'm not disease riddled, so I don't really know.
Disease riddled. Jesus Christ. Smallpox. Typhoid Mary's coming in to design the restaurant. Jesus Christ.
I've never had an STD in my life.
Really?
Never. Not one.
Really?
Yeah.
And
no one believes.
I mean, you slut around.
I do not slut around.
Mary, we live next door to each other.
I am judiciously cautious. As Sweetie likes to say, I have
half-hour husbands. Yeah.
Or what is
I'm
it?
shocked. That's great that you've never had an STI.
Never.
That's crazy.
But I also don't bottom that often. But it has been a long time between feedings. Mama wants her bell. Mama wants her bell rung. It's been a while. Mama wants her bell rung. I can feel it. I can feel it, Suey. Exactly.
You can feel it sneaking up on you.
You know what it is? It's like I don't bottom that often because it's not really my thing. But when I do,
you go for it.
I go for it because you know why? Having been on the other side, I know what it's like. And even if it's bad, I'm gonna make you think it was the best ever because I've been on the other side. I want you to act like I'm giving you the time of your life.
Exactly. It's like, what was the thing you used to tell me? It's like a fat girl in sex. She's gracious and present.
Exactly. Exactly. I act like a fat girl.
Oh my God. All right. I'm so ready to get off the air, and I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have a trigger?
Oh my God. What was it I told you today?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I told you like 3 today. Remember we were together and I was like,
what, to keep the ladder inside because Brent needed it?
No. I remember today I was like talking to you and I was like, oh my God, I have this trigger. And I actually wrote it on my phone. Actually, hold on one second. I have one.
After scrolling through Daniel's phone to try and find his trigger. I'm sure he'll think of something because there's a lot that pisses him off. My trigger, I didn't think I was going to have one. I was thinking about this recording all day, and it, of course, happened tonight. And I was like, oh, yeah, that pisses me off. It's when people walk up to either me or you. It happens to you more often. As I've said in previous episodes, I like not being known. It's great.
Totally. You're basically anonymous. You're Mr. Sullivan.
I'm a moonbeam.
You're Mr. Sullivan.
I'm a flippity gibbet.
A clown.
Oh, shout out to Stella. No, it's somebody came up to you tonight and they were like, oh, thanks for inviting me. In that way of like they didn't get a personal invite.
Yeah, totally.
And it's like, girl, you went up and down this town postering, handing out flyers. We were meeting people in bars and whatnot. Is it really in the age that you need like a proper text message or like a tag on Instagram or something?
Totally,
like, girl, you know this person. You've heard through the grapevine their place is opening. Just come and be gracious and say thank you.
Totally.
Like, who says like, oh, thanks for the invite?
Oh my God, the worst.
Girl.
Yeah, totally. There's someone I won't mention when I opened a club coming. I'll never forget this guy out front of the club. The club was like, I walked outside the night we opened, and he was like, oh, thanks for my invite. And it was like, first of all, I don't really know you.
Yeah.
And secondly, like, now I'll never want to do that. Like, that's not the way to get what you want from me.
Exactly. And when it's just like, I don't know, people feel so important.
Yeah.
People feel so important. All of humanity, all of life, the dogs, the cats, the birds, people are all important. But people feel like there's this, I met you once. Most likely I was nice enough to just buy you a shot because I wanted to leave the conversation, or just like, we're not talking about
With
anything
my liquor,
interesting.
yeah. With my liquor, yeah. That I bought.
No, it's my
Oh,
liquor.
you bought it
bitch.
this time.
I
Yeah,
bought the
you
liquor.
did, yeah, actually, for this club, you did buy the liquor
Yeah,
because
this
I'm
one.
tapped out.
This one, you tapped out, daddy.
Girl, my card
Wallet,
is like
wallet. I'm
money.
talking. I'm talking wallet.
Oh my God. All right, this is my trigger.
Okay.
Well, I was going to mention the fact that my trigger is they call me the Gringo Mandingo, but
Oh, I almost spit my beer all over this microphone.
I said it for that reason.
Gringo
I said it for
man. Oh, you're such an asshole.
I hate being called the Gringo.
Gringo man.
I literally waited till you took that sip of beer to say that. They called me the Gringo Man.
You were waiting for me to spit it all over this.
I wanted to see come out your. If it,
My
it was one of those
microphone's
things-
wet though.
If it come out of your nose, that was the trifecta that I wanted, which was the Gringo Mandingo.
Oh shit! You almost had me. I mean, you timed it perfectly.
All right, here's my trigger, and I'm going to make it quick because I don't want to talk too much longer because the Gringo Mandingo is tired.
I'm crying.
The Gringo Mandingo.
The Gringo Mandingo. Oh, I'm triggered.
All right, I'm going to try to say this seriously.
All right.
Don't come and stay with me in my apartment or here in New York or in Zippy. Oh, by the way, our little new cat, she's down,
Zippy.
he is down there. He wants to use all
Zippy's
the
down here. Come here, baby.
Don't
Oh,
come
no.
and stay with
Oh, no,
me.
he doesn't want to be picked
and
up.
then stay in my apartment and not leave. I hate it when people are in my apartment. Come and visit.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning, preferably before me. But I understand. I get up at
You get up at
4:30.
4 o'clock in the morning. Gringo Mandingo's got to see the daytime.
I gotta go. I gotta go howl at the moon. I gotta go howl at the moon. And then I can't stop.
Oh my God.
I can't stop laughing. The Gringo Mandingo's got like.
He's at a daybreak. He wants to see the moon set and the sunrise. No one stops Gringo Mandingo from a good sunrise. Okay, so people stay at your house.
I invite people all the time. And I'm learning now. My sister, my foster sister, Molly, she used to say to me all the time, people come to stay with you as friends and they leave as enemies. And she's right.
Fuck.
Josh is going to have so much to cut out of this. And Josh, you have to cut all this out because no one is going to laugh except us.
No one finds it that funny.
I know, right?
Gringo Mandingo. Okay. All right, Molly. And then we got to get off the air. We're ridiculous. Okay. All right.
Well, Molly, my foster sister, Molly Tascone, who I love so much. And she used to say to me, people come and stay with you as a friend, and they leave as an enemy because you are so picky about how people really stay with you. And I was like, I have a thing. You stay with me, you make my life better. It's the campground rule.
Yeah.
You leave my apartment better than you found it, like you leave a campground.
Like how I had to do with the kitchen?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
If you were going to stay in
you
my
cook
apartment,
a mean meal, but your kitchen's a mess.
my kitchen's a mess. That's your job because you're staying for fucking free.
And I think I looked at, this trip was anything from free. the Gringo Mandigo kind of.
My God, my cards were so declined this time because
I've never
I
spent
have
more
never-
time on the phone with banks. The two of us were just constantly
God.
like,
Oh my
we're in
God.
Mexico. Please just let this charge go through.
I felt like Catherine O'Hara in Best in Show when they're like at the thing. Brian brought it up where she's like, try this card. It's the one that works. It was like every card was being declined for fraud alerts
Yeah.
or not enough money.
And,
I have
here's the thing: when we get a fraud alert down here, there's like a bar of LG service,
Yeah.
and you're like in the middle of some dry jungle buying the most beautiful chairs from an artisan, and you're like, oh my God, this guy like has a credit card machine. This is incredible.
And you're like,
The
don't
decline,
you
you're like,
understand?
I
I'm
can't
the
get
Gringo
the-
Mandingo.
You're such an asshole. Oh, we need a new audience. They've heard it 17 times.
It never gets not funny.
Oh,
But don't come and stay with me
You're right.
and then leave my apartment worse off.
or
There-
like come and stay and like not leave the apartment.
oh my God,
That's
well,
the
We have
worst.
to talk about that. But like,
Do
yes,
we?
do not stay all afternoon. Like you're down in Mexico. Don't stay in my apartment
Yeah.
or my house. And I walk in and you're watching like Emily in Paris in bed. Or shut up. I've been watching Emily in Paris. But like,
I
it's
didn't
really
realize you were coming as your own guest.
don't be that person. Just like come in, get up early in the morning, get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
apartment.
fuck off.
Walk in with like, oh my God, there's a sweet dog. Come in and like,
This dog's wondering if you've started cooking yet. St.
anyway,
Francis over here,
No,
better
there's a-
known as
there's a
Dan
dog
Ardicho,
here that-
feeds the village.
you know, there's a dog that just walked in that someone painted Groucho Marx eyebrows on.
It's the best.
And I'm in love with this dog because someone did that. And I thought, what a fucking dick. But actually, it's not the worst thing.
Daniel
you could
thinks
do.
what a dick, and I think this dog lives with kids.
Yeah, exactly. But
Because they're washing off, you know,
I
so there's
know.
obviously a magic marker.
No.
All right, we're getting out of here.
we have to get out of here. Clean up at. If you come visit me, actually, better yet, don't visit me. Get a hotel room. Call me and tell me I'm here. Hey.
And while you're at it, you can subscribe anywhere you listen to your
Just call me,
podcast.
text me. Hey, Gringo Mandingo, I'm here.
That's Gringo Mandigo at Trigger Warning NYC.
I'm so going to buy that URL
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
because by the time this comes out, I'll have bought it and you all will have to fucking pay to join mygringomandingo.com.
It's just a 30-minute video of us laughing to Gringo Mandigo. All right, we love you all. Thanks so much. Zip 66, the Oaxacan American Diner, is now open daily.
Exactly.
Like and subscribe anywhere you listen to your podcast. Give us a 5-star review. And
Thanks for listening.
thanks for listening. Bye.
Or not.
Trigger Warning, hosted by Daniel Nardicho and Adam Meathammer Klesch, is a Pride House Media production and produced by Josh Rosenzweig. Please note, the views reflected in this podcast do not represent the views of Red Eye, the Ice Palace, or any of its subsidiaries. And any reference to scat, shrimping, upper deckers, skanks, masturbating, rump riding, wolf bagging, Cleveland steamers, jiggly puffing, rusty trombones, Cosby sweaters, Mexican pancakes, and Alabama hot pockets are the views of Mr. Nardicho and Mr. Klesch and his listeners, not the establishment. If you are offended, please seek immediate psychiatric attention.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And while you're there, leave us a rating and review. It really helps others discover the show. And if you didn't enjoy this episode, don't tell anyone.
Stay connected and join the conversation by following us on Trigger Warning Podcast.
And you can send us your questions or hate mail to triggered@triggerwarning.com.